Black cinema is our voice.
Black cinema to me is
vulnerability.
Black relationships.
It's excellence to me.
just a collection of Black art, Black creatives.
Just our stories being told on the big screen, good and bad.
Well, Black cinema is like the smell of like bacon, eggs, and grease in the morning when you wake up as a kid at your grandmother's house.
I am Kay Kinsey, and this is What is Black Cinema.
It was a point in time where Black people, we weren't even able to be on screen, and now we're on camera and behind the camera.
So we're getting there.
I definitely feel like it's only going to continue to grow as time passes.
It's definitely not as it was before, but day by day you're seeing the progression.
It's technology today. I started this 20 years ago in New York, and just going to an audition, you would go to an audition, the lights, the boom, everything's there. But now, you know, you young people, you guys are doing it, you're getting filmed, you're doing it on your own. But my age group, we waited. You guys are doing it though, so that's what, you know, you guys inspire me.
As far as Black cinema, I feel like it's changed over the years, mainly just from it being more Black filmmakers.
Whether it's with Shonda Rhimes on ABC or Ava DuVernay doing her thing.
I feel like the more stories that we have to tell, the more broad or the more variety that we have as far as the, you know, the type of stories that are told. So the more people that we have telling Black stories, the better.
It changed drastically. Like the resources we have now, we didn't have back then. And we're able to really tell our stories in a lot of different ways now than we did back then.
Man, they didn't have any lines, you know. And if they did have lines, they were illiterate. They played the roles of the jigaboo.
I like John Singleton. Spike Lee, you know, great.
Saying Spike Lee or John Singleton.
Spike Lee.
You know, Spike Lee, Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry's my big one.
I have to say Robert Townsend.
For Spike Lee, Robert Townsend, he is really slept on.
I'll say Ava DuVernay because I don't know if you saw When They See Us, but I think that was one of the first times in a way where we saw ourselves a little differently, especially with that story, the history behind that story.
My favorite actor, which is Will Smith.
Tyler Perry, like, come on now, like, he built his own table. He came from nothing. He didn't wait for somebody to say, okay, Tyler, you can have this. He, you know, started from the bottom and built his own shit. So I respect that 100%. So for blackface, I feel like it is very inappropriate. It shouldn't be happening anymore. That was back then, this is now.
Hell no. No blackface. Like, that, to me, that's like so disrespectful in so many ways because, like I said before, there was a time Black people could not be on the camera. So for people to be doing that in today's times, like, no, it's no.
But for me, blackface is just like, it's utterly offensive.
I think the only way to feel about it is no. I think because of where it stemmed from, it was pretty much a mockery of Black people. They weren't paying Black people to be in films. And if they were, it was little to nothing. We were getting roles that were, you know, asinine for the most part, whether it was maids or, you know, step and fetch it type of situations.
It should be against the law to do blackface, like, who went to HBCU and learned about it.
I see it like, why touch a sensitive area if you're not trying to tell a real story? That's my opinion. So long as you're telling a story, that's how I feel. As long as you're telling a story and you're true to the story and you're not playing a white man dressing up as a, you know, blackface, I feel like there's no problem for me.
Boys in the Hood, only because at the time, John Singleton was, I want to say 23, 24 years old. To be from that, you know, that era, that time, and to write about your story and to see it, you know, go to Cannes, go to, you know, the Academy and everything, that's big. That's big, and especially like being 23, 24 years old. I'm 24 right now, so I mean, I can only imagine, you know, being in his position at that time.
Boys in the Hood.
I'll say it's really dope.
A classic Black film that I would say is underrated, and people probably won't be so taken by this, but I feel like Burning Sands is a very, very underrated film.
I would say Dead Presidents because it touched on the struggle of
black people in the military. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong, all veterans go through different struggles of coming out of the military and not finding work or things like that. But it's still different with you being black and in the military and you just get out, you know. So that's one that changed it.
Set It Off. I think because when I looked at Set It Off and I see the how great the cinematography was and the action and the acting. Just the first 10 minutes alone with Vivica A. Fox talking about collusion. I counted this money such and such by hand for you.
Glory. That's one of my all-time favorites.
One of my favorites, Higher Learning.
Yes.
Slept on, I believe, just because there's so many lessons to be taught in that film. Because when you watch a movie, you want that happy ending, and Higher Learning did not give you that. I cry every time I watch it to this day.
Definitely Claudine. A lot of people in my generation do not know Claudine, and I get mad every time. Claudine is fire as fuck because it's about a black man. It's a true story in the black community. It's about a black man coming in, dating your mama, and raising all these badass kids. So I just feel like that was a good movie. The storyline was bomb, the cinematography was bomb, so I like that movie.
Lighting black skin is very important. Very important.
You can't like a white, actor and a black actor the same way. Clearly, our skin is different. Tones certain lights may look different on certain skin.
It's essential because even though I'm lighter complexion, but I can look washed out with the wrong lighting, and then I can have my castmate that's a darker complexion that now y'all got him looking completely different from what they originally looked like. If you can make sure that a Caucasian looks good on camera, then you need to make sure that the African American or just anyone of a darker complexion looks good on camera as well.
You cannot light Sandra Bullock the same way you like Viola Davis. You cannot light these people the same way because our hues are different. The melanin in our skin pops totally different than that there of the other people. And you just can't do it. I believe just like Beyonce said one time, you can't put black people in blue light. You just cannot do that.
Initially, lighting was tested on women that were fair skinned and women that was white and pale. So with it being tested on them pretty much whenever black people appeared on screen, this is probably I want to say this was back in the early 1900s to mid 1900s when, lighting was tested on fair skinned women. And with that being done, whenever black people appeared on screen, they always looked like they didn't have much color. They always looked like we didn't have any depth. Like when something is darker, it absorbs light, so it has more depth. And with that being the case, we just didn't look good on screen. And so they didn't make a change as far as that in film production until it wasn't because of us, it was because they looked at the color of wood and said, oh, we don't like how this wood transitions onto the camera, onto screen. So that's what made them finally make a change as far as how we look on screen. But like I said, anything that I do, black people will always look good.
Oh, it's very important because one, we're dark people, and we need some light.
We do need more of those films, honestly, because, like I said, that's another section of black people who we really don't get to see their side. And I mean, they are just as relatable to just all of us,
it's 2020. People should be free for who they are and stuff.
Gay black films on the big stream, I think we need it more and more. I remember YouTuber Tariq Ali saying one time that if you are pro-black but anti-gay, you don't want equality, you want privilege. And I think that was extremely powerful because black stories are gay stories because they are included in our community. And if we try to exclude it from the black experience, it's not a black experience at all.
Right now, there definitely is a lack of LGBT stories. And I feel like once we get to the point to where there are more people willing to tell the story of LGBT people, there'll be more of a variety as far as the story that we watch as far as LGBT films.
Despite what people may think, There's always going to be people that feel the way they feel. There's always going to be people that talk about you, about your story. It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, if you have a story to be told and it can help someone else in their journey, tell it.
Everybody has a story to tell, you know what I'm saying? Like, filmmaking is not just about, one color of paint, you know what I'm saying? Like art is pretty much like a whole bunch of different colors. So if you're trying to paint a picture, you're gonna use different colors, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like with that area, it's like, why hide that story? It's a part of art.
Everybody has a story, but very few have, like life-changing testimonies. So whether if it's gay or straight, if your story it could change someone's lives, tell it.
All black writers' room is very important because, especially if you're telling a black story, you need to have that black voice in the room.
We all think differently, and we all having all those creatives, black creatives in a room, writers, like it's needed, especially as times are evolving.
All black writers' room is very important, especially for a black story, of course. However, we need some diversity. Not just black men, we need black women in there. We need older people in there. We need younger people in there.
That starts from the beginning of time.
Well, it started from the first day of America.
People have always been obsessed with like black people in general, but like our culture,
it's just simply they fear what they don't understand and hate what they can't conquer.
The fascination with us, our parents, our culture has, gone way back in history, all the way back to when we were slaves.
They love our song, but they don't want our blues, you know what I'm saying? They love our culture, they're fascinated with the things we create. It's always been like that. But they are scared of the power that we possess. And I feel like we are too at times. So, because we are more powerful than we think we are, and they know that. So that's why that's where the insecurity and racism comes from.
I don't like it. I'm gonna be honest, I don't.
A little indifferent about white directors directing black stories because it can happen. Just like Steven Spielberg directing The Color Purple.
I don't have a problem with it as long as there's a black writer and a black producer and there's black actors.
As long as they have their stories and their facts straight, I feel like, hey, why not tell your story?
I feel like they want us to filter ourselves, but if you hired me, I'm just gonna be me. Period.
No, I don't filter myself anywhere. I'm gonna give you, hey, how you doing? But I'm still from Decatur.
No, not me personally, because they hired you for a reason.
Don't put yourself in a box.
what I spoke about earlier about like how black art is, being transparent. I really want people, when they see my art, I want people to, just understand where I'm coming from, and I just want everyone to just see like me.
Like I'm a humble and to myself type of individual,
Right.
and at the same time I still demand my respect.
When you see anything that I have been a part of, I want people to take away the genuineness of it.
One, black people are beautiful. Like I said, I'm gonna keep saying this. And like I said, any production that I do, we are going to look good. And also, I want to say that when anybody finishes watching anything that I created, I want them to be inspired to be authentically themselves.
Well, as artists, you gotta give me truth, my vulnerability. So if I dive into a role, I'm gonna give you everything I got, and that's my job as an artist.
I want people to be inspired. I feel like anytime I write something or come up with a project, it's definitely from the heart. I feel like I love what I do.
I be like, wake up. Don't need no makeup. Cause black is beautiful. I be like, hello. I be like, wake up. Don't need no makeup. Cause black is beautiful. Your skin is bright as the night of 4th of July. Your face is red when you happy about to cry. Denied by others because they say it's too much pride in your vibe. And when they text you, never reply on your Twitter page, cause I like you and I'm lurking. I'm sick of playing games and you in school for nursing. I see you smirking, flirting, curly, curvy, learning all the ingredients that can hurt me this perfect. I be like, hello, hello. I be like, wake up, wake up. Don't need no makeup, makeup. Cause black is beautiful. I be like, hello, hello. I be like, wake up, wake up. Don't need no makeup, makeup. Cause black is beautiful. This is the get back. Skin as brown as a Kit Kat. Niggas just tryna lit that, hit that, quit that. I sit back.